Hi, and welcome to the fifth 6 weeks Writing Bundles, Unit 10. We're going to be talking about the persuasive essay this 6 weeks. For both of these bundles, you're going to be focusing with your students on a couple of things. One will be revising the essay to make sure that we get in all of those counter arguments and make sure the structure is right. And it's mainly to focus on, are they getting all the pieces of the persuasive essay? Then the second bundle focuses in on, all right, let's look at revision as far as effective sentences, effective editing, the much more nuts and bolts level of the persuasive essay. They can be done simultaneously. Writing usually happens that way. You can pick up revisions from a benchmark essay, or if you had your students write 2 or 3 essays the first semester and then the benchmark essay came up this semester, you should have a good collection of essays, and you can pick from that to revise, or it's always good practice to just throw another one at them. The more prompts they get used to writing to, the better prepared they'll be. Consider each student's larger body of work. If you have had them write 3 or 4 essays, then you know from a grading perspective where they're strong and where they're weak and where we need to work. So, do they need to work on structure? Do they need to make sure that it has the intro and conclusion with the persuasive position statement and a call to action at the end? Does it have solid reasons and supports with evidence throughout? Do they understand how to create evidence, believable evidence, usable evidence? It's hard to write factual evidence on a cold essay that they can't use research on, so what kind of evidence have you prepared them to write? Have they written position statements? Have they written strong conclusions? You can use small writers' conferences and meetings with students one-on-one or in small groups to try to address those issues. They can do this while they're working in peer groups, editing or revising other essays. And that way, their writing gets stronger and they get the one-on-one attention that they need. Also with this bundle, and both of these bundles, come opportunities for you reteach. We know that on the revision and editing, there are certain things that they struggle with. During those times, you can take them aside and set them up to work on compound sentences that they still don't understand, or any number of ideas. We also have in our recommended resources in the IFD, we're beefing that up, and you'll find besides teaching resources with mentor text and instructional resources, you will find interventions and extensions. So if your students are struggling with appeals and evidence, there's a PowerPoint that they can sit down and look at. If they need help with contrasting sentences, there's also a PowerPoint for that. There's ways to vary sentence structures and have variety or use appeals. So all of that is there, and there are a lot of those we can thank our cadre for creating. And there are a lot of tools that you can use to help your students this 6 weeks. So I hope you'll do just that. I hope you have a good 6 weeks, and thank you for watching this video.